Interesting.
So he'll be off room. They'll pretty much be guaranteed bludger control just because he has to go back to hoops.
The interesting thing about this is that they're going to leave the thrown bludger in the backfield. That is disadvantageous to Cavalry.
Yeah, Warriors can have a small window to strike with only one beater at hoops. See if they try to capitalize or if they wait for their beater to come back. Oh, they're just going to back off, it looks like. And
overthrown.
Yeah, but it's scooped up pretty quickly by number 2. Once again with this perimeter offense. The Warriors need to tighten up their passes if they're going to keep running this slow, dump off the ball right before your beat game.
Absolutely, if anything here. We have another goal for Cavalry, making the score 30-10 in favor of Cavalry.
Yeah, if the game keeps this pace, they're going to be well ahead of them by the end, or at least by secret play.
Yeah, Cavalry, just like we saw last game, is taking a much more speedy take on the game than the
high intensity
Warriors.
Well, look at that sideline. They have players for days. They probably have at least 3 slots for each position.
Oh, so what we have there is an illegal reset. Since there was no eligible player there when it was reset, it goes back to Cavalry to the nearest eligible player.
And we should begin.
We're back.
Oh, Warriors still with bludger control. High press with their beaters. And the beater for Cavalry is now coming back onto the... He's going to try to get bludger control.
He might succeed here.
I think he's going to get it.
Yep, he's got it.
Little miscommunication by the beaters on Warriors. You probably could have done something about that.
Oh, and he misses. So that beat did not get off in time. So that is a good goal, putting us to 40-10. This is now a tie game in terms of Snitch, but we still have a long way to go until the Snitch comes onto the field.
It looks like bludger control is going to stay. He's been making wild throws. He needs to either tighten them up or kind of...
Well, you can hear the disappointment in his voice when he missed that last one, so I think he's going to think twice before he does that next time.
Contact midfield. Woo. And a really aggressive beater play.
Deflected bludger there.
Oh, he's going to try to truck through.
Oh, and right to a Cavalry player.
Here's the quick transition.
Going to run on and put it right through. 50-10.
Seems like they're playing exactly the way they want to. These last few possessions have been pretty clean, pretty tight.
The Warriors beater is back on the ball. Bludger misses. And now we're in a retreat situation.
These weak passes are going to bite Warriors in the butt. They don't look out, try to the airtime on them and get them right to the player they want to pass to. Oh, a good kick across field.
Right to her partner, too.
Oh, and Warriors have bludger control.
However, Cavalry is going upfield. Oh, and he's taken down, but I don't think he knew the ball was out there, so it looks like they're doing no harm, no foul there.
Yeah, and those 2 beaters are going to slow down this Cavalry attack.
That's at least what they're hoping to do.
Yeah, that's definitely what they want, considering they've been scoring at will these past couple of possessions.
So it looks like number 1 gets past the point defense, looking for a pass, but doesn't quite have one.
Bludger Control just switched hands.
Tries to put it through, which was not the best decision. He had a pass at the hoop, but chose not to take it. Went for the shot instead and missed.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where it's like, do I add another variable to the equation with this other player? But on such a good team like Cavalry, you have to imagine that everyone's there. So I think
able to
you're not worried.
Through the hoop.
You're not worried about a catching issue.
All she's got to do is make that two-handed catch and put it right through.
They just got KD Griffin.
Ooh, a hard beat.
Oh, and it's by the Warriors, but stripped by the Cavalry keeper, passed off to the chaser and going back the other way.
Bludger Control switched hands during that last Warriors attack. Let's see how Cavalry responds. Here they come.
Oh, and it looks like they're both beat there. So 23 can get that ball back, and it looks like Cavalry will not be able to get Bludger Control back on this.
You know I am.
Oh, they have an opportunity.
But he just couldn't catch it. He was very close. Once again, the score is 50-10. So they are only 10 points away from the 30-point snitch range that they would need to be in to catch.
The 2 beaters from Warriors have been doing a really good job of like staving off this attack. They're kind of falling into some tunnel vision issues, but luckily, with the female chaser coming in from behind, they haven't been too unlucky with the strips. Let's see if they can keep it up. Oh, she's coming again. Oh, ooh, high energy.
Oh, and it's stripped. It looks like one of the refs wanted to make a call, but decided differently.
And they're stopping. That was a really good pass, like 1-2 into the hoop. Let's see whether it's probably that situation at the midfield where one player maybe thought he beat someone and there was still contact made.
It seemed like it was a tackle and strip.
Let's see what happens.
Actually, I don't know you can get past that way.
Hi! It looks like they're calling a good goal there.
And no call at midfield.
So the score is now 60-10 in favor of Texas Cavalry. Texas Cavalry female beater takes a hard hit, gets right back up, and gets Bludger Control back. But it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the Warriors side, it looks like.
On that beater, probably. A really hard hit near hoops, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a penalty, but everyone
I
from
didn't
Cavalry.
necessarily see a penalty on that one. She had the ball. It was a clean hit from what I saw. He didn't launch into it, unless I'm recalling that incorrectly.
A lot of people see really big hits as being obviously illegal, when usually they're not.
It looks like they are carding him. I'm not sure what the exact call is.
A wrap. The call was a wrap.
I mean, I've been ignorant.
No, I mean, like, not by us. It's like a long
Should be a yellow.
You don't look bad.
I only put it on twice, though.
Okay. Well,
It's gonna happen.
good luck this game.
So it looks like with that, there's going to be one player in the box. Bludger Control is going to be given to Texas Cavalry, or is now still with Cavalry, with one beater out of the way. And with that, the quaffle should actually be given to Cavalry too, since there was a yellow card.
Oh, some more chit-chatting. Oh, yeah, and he's taking the ball. And he goes to keeper?
No, it goes to the nearest eligible player.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him there. So, probably a quick offense. All you have to do is get this one female beater.
And that is a goal. We are now at 70-10 in favor of Texas Cavalry.
Yeah, just what you want to do in that situation. You have all the cards in your hand. Now just, time to execute. The beater's back on the pitch. He's served his time, or the goal at least. And it'll be interesting to see what the plan is now for Warriors.
It looks like they actually subbed that beater out, and we now have this new one.
I feel like those beats rarely change the outcome of the attack, but they're always so frustrating when you get them. Oh, good catch.
Caught.
Oh.
And friendly fire. Oh, no, she was beat.
Yeah. Really slow progression of the awful. Sorry.
Progression of players, too.
Looks like we got a parade of UNC players. Oh, and here's number 1 again.
Cavalry is coming up again. Passes off.
Hard
Gets
beat.
it off. Natural motion and puts the 10 to Cavalry.
Cavalry's running away with this one.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know what you do or who you talk to for Warriors, but something definitely needs to change.
My nose is like not hurting.
Maybe just make smarter beats. He's beating really hard on chasers, and you don't need to do that just because they can't in their hands.
It's not necessarily a case of hard beating per se. It's smart beating. Beating is an intelligence game. Not that I'm saying they aren't intelligent, but it's a strategy game.
Really good beat. They're gonna get bludgeon control back.
Kind of like Tetris. And a goal! The first in quite some time, taking it to 80-20. Unfortunately, they're still out of snitch range. They are, Texas Cavalry is up by 60, so the Warriors will have to do 3 unanswered to get anywhere near snitch range. But again, the snitch is not yet back on pitch, so we do have some time to wait.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that one goal to kind of get the nerves out, make you realize you can do it. And suddenly, you have 3 or 4 more right after. The real thing is just defending this attack.
Unfortunately, Cavalry has bludgeon control back, and it doesn't look like that beater is going to stop it. She's going for the
over the
other
hoop.
beater instead.
Oh,
That one is through.
Really good shot.
And it's back to a set favor of Cavalry.
He has to go back into keeper zone to reset the quaffle. And now it's live.
He doesn't necessarily have to. It just depends on where he starts and if it's passed forward or back.
So I see what you're saying. Still always a little frustrating, but... Oh, a long pass. Should be a goal.
Unfortunately, he is beat. Recover, but it looks like he's going to get... Oh, and it looks like this is going to be Warrior ball as all of the Cavalry players are taken out. Parada picks it up and is going to the hoops, going through.
Really good pump
players
fake.
or so, tries to pass it off. And it looks like that one is taken when he did not yet have the ball. However, a goal is still scored. So we're at 90-30 now, still in favor of Cavalry.
A really questionable hit on the Cavalry chaser because I do not believe she had the ball, but nothing was called. Ball managed to escape.
Call, but I guess each ref has their preference, and none of the Texas players seemed to take issue with it, so we didn't have a problem, and that was lucky. And another goal by Texas. We are now up to 100-30.
Yeah, 70 points is hard to come back from, and it's probably about that time to start calling seekers over. It'll be really interesting to see what happens when Seeker Blade comes out. That's when offenses can be really fired up, and a lot of points can come through in that time period. Oh, just nicked him.
Trying to pass to a teammate, getting beat. Oh, that is going to be a call where it gets given to Texas Cavalry. He waited to drop that ball, and that allowed his teammate time to come over to be able to get it. So that's going to be Cavalry's ball by the free team.
No card, but he is off broom.
Yeah, it is a back to hoops offense in this case.
The Cavalry chaser feeling it out.
A missed beat there. It was quite a hard throw
deep.
too.
Let's see what she can do
but
with
there's
it.
a player there. She jumped into that, so there's no call on that. It was a clean hit, but it goes straight to a Warriors player. Warriors keeper has the ball back. With beater coming up behind, one bludger to beat, 4 defenders, and now he's got help.
Yeah, and Warriors had a few chaser subs right then, so the keeper was downfield by himself. But now that everyone's back, we should see an attempt at a score with all the help around him.
Well, I guess the worst case scenario is
A lot of movement around the hoops.
A missed beat, taking out one of those bludgers. Oh, unfortunately, he misses that catch, and Cavalry has gotten the ball back. The Snitch is now on the pitch, so we can expect the secret floor to be up in about 45 seconds or so.
Yeah, it seems like Warriors have had a lot of points that kind of slipped through their fingers, literally. I think that's 3 or 4 now that if they would have just caught the ball, they would have been in the hoop.
Yeah, they really needed to work on that two-hand catch because it's been killing them here. For those of you just joining us, this is Texas Cavalry versus the New Yorker is 100-30 in favor of Texas Cavalry.
And the Snitch,
Texas has possession and Seekers have just been released. Immediately off the Warriors, Seeker was beat.
yeah, usually if you have budget control, you send your beater over to where the Seekers are going to be released at, and you just go and send them back to hoops. Oh, and he has to catch.
Oh, and there is an immediate catch.
And there's already shaking hands, so at least the Snitch.
We have to see right now what the final call will be, and it is good. That makes the final score should be 130-30 in favor of Texas Cavalry.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here on pitch 1 to pitch 2. Excuse me, I'm Julie Thomas.
And I'm David Wynn.
Immediately off the Warriors, Seeker was beat.
Yeah, usually if you have budget control, you send your beater over to where the Seekers are going to be released at, and you just go and send them back to hoops. Oh, and he has to catch.
Oh, and there is an immediate catch.
And there's already shaking hands, so at least the Snitch.
We have to see right now what the final call will be, and it is good. That makes the final score should be 130-30 in favor of Texas Cavalry.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here on pitch 1 to pitch 2. Excuse me, I'm Julie Thomas.
And I'm David Wynn.